Today's book is Miss Ruby and the Gigi Squad, written by Vickie Rodgers, illustrated by Vidya Vasudevan, and read by Vickie Rodgers.
Hi, my name is Vickie Rodgers, and I would like to share with you a very special book that I recently published called Miss Ruby and the Gigi Squad, Friendship Comes in All Ages. I wrote this book with the mission to encourage families with children to befriend our elderly. Miss Ruby and the Gigi Squad is a true story of 4 children and their friendship with a 93-year-old care center resident named Miss Ruby. The children have brought so much sunshine and joy to Miss Ruby's life by planning fun days with her, and she has taught them to love and respect older adults. Miss Ruby was a former World War II cadet nurse, and she has wonderful stories to share with children. And this is a true story because this is my 4 grandchildren and myself's story along with Miss Ruby. So it is Miss Ruby, which is the elderly lady, and the Gigi Squad. My grandkids call me Gigi, and they are my squad. And I'm happy to tell you that this sweet book is also being used as an intergenerational service learning project in schools using the Sunshine Bag project in the back of the book. So I'd like to read the book to you now. The letter in the front says, "Dear reader, we are so happy that you have chosen to read about our adventures with Miss Ruby. It is our hope that you will also find an older adult to create special memories with. We know that you will forever cherish the love and wisdom they share with you, and they will treasure the sunshine and happiness you bring to their days, just by being you. Happy reading. XOXO, the Gigi Squad." Meet Miss Ruby. She's a fun-loving lady who is 93 years old. Lately, she's been feeling a bit sad. One day, Miss Ruby called Gigi. "Gigi," Miss Ruby said, "I miss spending time with children. They always bring sunshine and happiness everywhere they go." Gigi knew just what to do. She decided to bring the Gigi Squad to meet Miss Ruby. What's the Gigi Squad? It's a group of kind-hearted kids who happen to be Gigi's grandchildren, Avery, Caroline, Cole, and Will. Gigi gathered the squad. "Kids," she said, "how would you like to visit my friend Miss Ruby? She was once a nurse just like me. She sometimes feels lonely and is wishing for visitors." "Where does she live?" asked Avery. "Did she take care of sick people?" asked Cole. "Why is she lonely?" asked Caroline. "What if she doesn't like us?" asked Will. Gigi answered all of their questions. Miss Ruby lives at Friendship Village Care Center, which is a home for older people. She was a nurse for a long time and has cared for many people. She doesn't have any grandchildren, and sometimes that makes her feel lonely. And of course, she will like you. You will all bring so much happiness into her life, and she will add friendship and joy to yours. "What is it like to visit a care center?" asked Will. Gigi explained that they might see some people sitting in special chairs that have wheels to help them get from place to place. Some people may be using equipment to help them walk. One thing is for sure, they all love children. The kids were a bit nervous about meeting Miss Ruby for the first time, but Miss Ruby's big smile and the sparkle in her eyes let them know how happy she was to see them. They chuckled at the stories that she told them about the fun things she did in her childhood. On the way home, the squad decided that since Miss Ruby can't get out to see the world, maybe they could bring some sunshine into her world. They also agreed that it would be nice to meet the other residents at the care center. "I have an idea," shouted Caroline. "Let's plan some fun days for Miss Ruby." "Yes," they all shouted. "First, let's give her a surprise birthday party," said Avery. "Miss Ruby's birthday is next week," Grandma Gigi said, "so we'd better get busy." The planning began. "I'll bake the cake," said Caroline. "I'll carry the balloons," said Will. "I'll hold the flowers and the party decorations," said Avery. "I'll carry the gift," said Cole. The kids went to see Miss Ruby, and when she opened the door, they shouted, "Surprise!" Avery played Happy Birthday on the piano, and the Gigi Squad sang. "This is the very best party I've ever had," said Miss Ruby. "You bring me so much joy." "I have an idea for another special day for Miss Ruby," said Avery. "I'm going to invite her to my middle school musical. Miss Ruby will love that, and after all, I do have a lead part." Before the musical started, Avery introduced Miss Ruby to her theater friends. "This is my new friend," Avery announced. Gigi and Miss Ruby smiled as they watched Avery's performance. "This has been a special night," Miss Ruby said when the play ended. I choose next, Caroline said. I want to have a tea party with Miss Ruby. Gigi helped Caroline make the tea and set the table with Miss Ruby's pretty cups and saucers. They spent the afternoon eating cake, drinking tea, and telling each other stories. I feel just like a grown-up, said Caroline, carefully sipping her tea. Miss Ruby loved everything about the tea party. Thank you, Caroline, she said. This has been a tea party I will always remember. I choose Halloween, said Cole. No, I choose Halloween, said Will. Let's both do Halloween together, they said. Done. On Halloween, Cole and Will arrived at Friendship Village Care Center. They paraded around saying trick or treat to everyone and handing out special treats to all. Miss Ruby and the other residents loved the parade. You made everyone so happy, said Miss Ruby. Bringing sunshine to you is fun, said Cole. What can we do next to bring more sunshine and happiness to Miss Ruby? Asked Caroline. I know, said Avery. Let's decorate a bag and fill it with treats, and we can call it the Sunshine Bag. On their next visit, the squad proudly handed Miss Ruby the Sunshine Bag. Thank you for the wonderful gift, she said. Christmas was coming. The kids were thinking of unusual ways to make their first Christmas with Miss Ruby an exciting event. Gigi took the squad shopping to get party supplies. They bought a small tree for Miss Ruby's room, and each kid chose a meaningful ornament. They picked out a colorful stocking and filled it with goodies. Then they made Miss Ruby a one-of-a-kind necklace. They stamped their names on metal circles and then created a small heart with the words Bonus Grandma in the center. The children were so excited to decorate Miss Ruby's room for the holidays. What a lovely surprise, Miss Ruby exclaimed. I haven't had a Christmas tree for many years. Miss Ruby smiled brightly when she opened her gift and read the words Bonus Grandma on the necklace. Everyone needs a bonus grandma like Miss Ruby to share their wisdom and bring them joy, Gigi said. Plus, lots of older people need kids like us to make memories and share their sunshiny days with, said Avery. Caroline, Cole, and Will nodded as the members of the Gigi Squad began planning their next adventure with Miss Ruby. The book includes discussion questions that you can share with each other. It has a section where you can find an elderly friend. It also includes 2 kindness projects. Project 1 is the memory making project, where you can help the older adult write their life story and illustrate it. Project 2 is the Sunshine Bag project, where you can create your own sunshine bag and deliver it to an older adult or to a care center. This has been used as a service project in schools, the Sunshine Bag project has. Children's bio, as well as Miss Ruby and my bio in the back. And then in the very back, you will see a picture of the actual Gigi Squad. Thank you so much for allowing me to share this mission book with you of Miss Ruby and the Gigi Squad. Friendship comes in all ages. I have a few questions for you. My first question is, do you know an older adult in your life? Can you think of fun things that you have done with them or fun things that you would like to do with them? What interesting stories have they shared with you about their childhood? Maybe a great grandparent, a neighbor, a church friend. And my second question is, in the book, Miss Ruby and the Gigi Squad gave Miss Ruby the gift of a sunshine bag with thoughtful cards and handmade artwork, as well as some treasures in it. Are there local senior homes in your area that you could make a sunshine bag for? What would you put in your bag for your special elderly friend? And what might your letter to them say? Dear special friend, maybe. Thank you again for letting me show you my book.